What if you could buy it all? Every field, every forest, every city block. Welcome to other life. Today, you buy all the land, and nothing will ever be the same. You stand on the edge of the field at dawn, when the air is still cold and damp and the grass bends under your feet from the dew. In your hands is a worn-out map marked with red lines. Your heart beats steady but deep. This is not just land, this is the future, yours. It all started with a single phrase you heard as a child. Your grandfather said, "Land is the only thing no one can take from you if you truly claim it." You remembered it. You worked day and night, saving every penny. Your first purchase was 3 hectares of abandoned field. You drove there alone, in old boots, with a shovel in the trunk. The soil was heavy, clayey, overgrown with weeds. But when you drove the shovel into the ground, you understood. This was not an investment. This was a marriage. You began buying more, small pieces at a time. You studied cadastres, laws, and talked with the locals. You'd learn to see potential, where the harvest would be good, where you could plant a forest, where you could build homes. Your friends laughed at first, then started to respect you, and you kept driving down dirt roads, sleeping in your car, feeling something inside. You grow stronger with every new plot. The years passed. Your portfolio grew. 50 hectares, 100, 200. You were no longer just buying, you were reviving. You planted forests, cleared fields, made plans. You stood in the middle of a young pine grove, listening to the wind rustle through the treetops, and everything inside you grew calm. You felt like a continuation of something ancient and vast. But with the land came loneliness. You remember the evening you returned home after another deal. Your wife met you in the hallway with tired eyes. You missed your daughter's birthday again. You stood there, holding flowers and didn't know what to say. You wanted to explain that it was all for them, but she only shook her head. "I don't need land. I need you." You promised to change. For a while you did. You went on vacation. Your daughter laughed as you taught her to fish in the river that ran through one of your plots. But even there, your mind was already calculating where to build a cabin and lay a road. The land kept calling you back, quietly but insistently.
You're watching Other Life. Hit play and forget where you are. Tell us in the comments, whose life would you like to try next?
The crisis came suddenly. Drought destroyed the crops. A new law cut off the oxygen. Banks demanded repayment of loans. You lost 2 major plots at auction. You stood in the lawyer's office watching part of yourself disappear on paper. That night you drove to one of the remaining fields, sat down right on the ground, and cried for the first time in many years. Not out of self-pity, but out of powerlessness. You realized that the more land you took, the less of yourself you gave. You had become a collector, not a steward. In that moment, you almost gave up. You wanted to sell everything and return to the city. In the morning, you woke to the sound of birds singing. An entire flock had returned to the field you had once planted. They sang so loudly it felt like a celebration. You stood up and decided to keep going, but differently. You stopped simply acquiring. You started giving. You attracted people who wanted to live on the land. You offered plots on long-term lease almost for free, on the condition that they care for it. You became a bridge. The first family built a house of straw and clay. Their young son ran up to you and placed a handful of fresh strawberries in your hand. "These are from our field." You ate them and tasted something real. Your wife left. your daughter grew up and moved away. You learned to live with that pain. But now you knew. You were no longer alone. Today you own more than 1,000 hectares, forests, fields, lakes, eco-villages. You often walk alone across your land, especially in autumn. You sit on a small hill and watch the sun set behind the horizon that now belongs to you. You understand the most important truth. The land was never yours. You belong to it. You are only its temporary steward. You weren't buying hectares. You were buying the chance to leave a mark in the soil, in the trees, in the lives of the people who now live here. You turn and look at the endless fields stretching to the horizon. They are yours, and at the same time, they belong to everyone. You smile and whisper softly, "Thank you." You walk further along the path you created yourself, because the land is waiting. It always waits for those who are ready to listen. You buy land, but in truth, the land is buying you, and that is the whole truth.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Every week, a new life awaits. Thank you for spending this life with us. That's it for today. Take care, and until next time, improve your life every day.